What creature snatches honey from furious bees, shrugs off cobra venom like it's a mild hangover, and still finds time to scare lions off their own dinner? If you pictured something huge, think again. Meet the honey badger, 20 pounds of pure, weapon-grade audacity. Today we're prying the lid off its entire life story, from blind, squeaking newborn to scarred elder, while busting myths about its invincibility and revealing brand new science on how it cheats death. Stay tuned, because its fiercest battle isn't with snakes or even lions. Your first breath of life happens underground, crammed inside a tunnel someone else dug, an abandoned aardvark burrow mom gladly repossessed. You're pink, hairless, blind, and barely the size of a potato. Outside that tunnel, hyenas prowl and jackals snoop, but mom is a one-badger riot squad. She snarls at anything that twitches near the entrance, proving from day one that honey badgers don't negotiate. She also keeps shifting dens every few days, fooling predators with a moving target. You soon learn that tenderness is scarce, but survival lessons are everywhere. But mom's first real lesson will sting, literally. When your eyes finally open, mom drags you to a buzzing beehive. She drives her face straight into the honeycomb, wearing a mask of angry stingers as casually as jewelry. The air fills with the scent of venom and crushed wax. One grunt from her means your turn. You swipe, a bee nails your nose, and the pain rips a squeal from your throat. Mom keeps eating, unfazed. Over the next weeks, you figure it out. Pain is temporary, snacks are forever. Along the way, we debunk a popular myth, the fabled partnership with honey-guide birds. A 2023 field study recorded hours of footage yet caught zero collaborations. Maybe it happens, but far less than legend claims. Still, the mystery lingers, and since mysteries drive curiosity, researchers keep listening for that guiding bird. If bee venom feels brutal, wait till the scorpions arrive. Your menu widens: scorpions, puff adders, spitting cobras, all packing toxins potent enough to finish larger predators. Yet you treat them like spicy appetizers. How? In 2024, scientists sequenced the honey badger's nicotinic acetylcholine receptors. Those little neural locks snake neurotoxins try to jam. Mutations twist the keyholes just enough that venom can't latch on. Labs now dream of copying this trick to forge next-gen antivenoms. Of course, immunity isn't perfect. A big cobra dose might knock you out for a snooze, but you wake up groggy and hungry, not dead. Overconfidence, though, writes its own slapstick. One adolescent badger in Namibia tried to swallow a live puff adder whole. The snake's fangs hooked the roof of its mouth, turning lunch into a thrashing sock puppet. Lesson learned: headshots first, theatrics later. But mastering venom is only half the battle. You still have to learn how to hunt, fast. 8 months old and newly weaned, you stalk anything that squirms. Your opening act? A scorpion that jukes sideways and nails your paw. You hop, hiss, and faceplant, officially embarrassing. Next target, a sun-dazed lizard. You pounce, miss, but grab the tail. The lizard does its detachable tail trick, and you're left gloriously victorious with a twitching tail. Eventually you land a real catch, a careless gerbil, and the taste of success flips a switch in your brain. Confidence surges. By 10 months, you're raiding snake nests, gulping eggs, and testing how hard you can bite before a shell cracks. Through bruises, quills, and stings, you carve 3 core skills: relentless persistence, shameless improvisation, and pain tolerance bordering on masochism. Unlocked confidence leads to audacity, and audacity sparks legendary confrontations. Now barely 2 years old, you weigh less than a house cat, but carry the street cred of a heavyweight champ. Safari guides swap anecdotes. One filmed you bluff charging 6 lionesses at once, teeth clacking like castanets. Another caught you muscling a leopard off its freshly killed impala. Your tactic is simple. You don't fight to win. You fight to make continuing the fight unbearable. Loose, rubbery skin lets you twist inside any predator's jaw and bite back. Nose, eye, anything soft. Add a shriek that sounds like a toddler tantrum run through a chainsaw, and most foes choose sanity over supper. Social media loves it. The 2011 Honey Badger Don't Care meme resurged on TikTok in 2023, crowning Gen Alpha pranksters the Badger generation. But the bloodiest showdowns aren't with lions, they're with your own kind. Territory is currency, and vacancies are rare. At 3, you wander into a prime patch only to meet its current owner, an older male sporting shredded ears and a mood darker than a thunderhead. No warning growl, just a blur of claws. You lock jaws, roll, bite, shriek, and unleash a noxious spray from your anal glands, nature's tear gas. Minutes feel like hours until you slither free, limping but alive. Round 2 happens weeks later on different soil. This time you ambush a jackal squatter and win quickly, claiming the land. Boundaries marked, you patrol daily, evicting trespassers from curious mongooses to opportunistic foxes. One hard stare usually works. If not, teeth sign the eviction notice. Territory secured, a new opponent steps into the story. Humans, your taste for poultry puts you on farmers' hit lists. In South Africa, 2023 saw a spike in revenge killings after badgers tunneled into chicken coops, leaving feathery carnage. Conservationists responded with badger-proof fencing workshops, but tensions simmer. Meanwhile, the exotic pet black market snatches live cubs for illegal sale. Authorities seize several in a 2023 sting, sparking online outrage. Globally, the species sits at least concern, yet localized populations suffer where habitat shrinks and traps wait. Ironically, ecotourism now markets badger safaris, turning your rebellious persona into revenue that could fund protection, if managed wisely. While humans argue policy, time begins chiseling away at even the toughest hide. By 8 or 9, your reflexes lag. Scars map your body like a rough atlas, and mornings start with creaky joints. Fights you once launched without thinking now require a cost-benefit audit. Instead of midday hunts, you switch to dusk, dodging heat and conflict alike. Younger males test your borders more frequently. You bluff whenever possible, saving real brawls for the stubborn. One sunset, a cocky newcomer breaches your line. The clash is brutal, but experience tips the scale, and he retreats dripping crimson. You know victory is rented, not owned. The next challenger may collect. So you adjust strategy, smaller territory, less patrol, more stealth. Efficiency replaces fury. With twilight settling in, legends face their final reckoning. Before we close, let's laser through a few tall tales. Honey guides lead badgers to hives, charming but rarely filmed. Most hive raids are solo gigs. Skin like Kevlar, nope. It's loose and tough but can be punctured. Agility, not armor, spares them. Total venom immunity, exaggerated. Cobras can still knock them out temporarily. They're resistant, not invulnerable. Indestructible temperament. Even badgers learn caution with age, trading rage for rationed effort. These truths don't shrink the legend, they sharpen it, proving the real animal is more complex than any meme. From a blind grub in a stolen burrow to a scarred monarch of the scrubland, the honey badger writes its saga in stings, bites, and sheer defiance. It teaches us that grit can outmuscle size, that attitude rewrites odds, and that myths, while fun, pale beside the raw, unscripted footage of reality. If a 20-pound mustelid can stare down lions and walk away, maybe our own obstacles aren't quite so unbeatable. Drop a comment with the fact that stunned you most, and tell us, should the world spend more energy protecting this pint-sized powerhouse, or is its toughness enough? Either way, remember, the next time life stings, channel your inner badger. Pain is temporary, purpose is forever.